All right, your Pratt Pack rolling into that great community of Ambridge, and I'm so happy to be here. And Rose Fittipaldi is going to tell you where we are. Go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon. We are at St. Luke the Evangelist Parish today here in Ambridge, formerly known as Good Samaritan Parish, as Bobby has the apron on there. And today's our, oh, this is Bobby Alloy. Bobby Alloy here is our employee extraordinaire. He he's in charge of fundraising and he's parish staff. I'm just a worker. I'm just a worker bee. So here we are at our famous fish fry. And
voila!
How about that?
They gave me two for the price of one. Free.
No, that's the winner. That's what
everybody gets two.
Everybody gets two.
Everybody gets
You're
two.
special, Rob, but everybody gets two.
Listen, we were at that place that is Frank's Pizzeria, getting ready to celebrate 65 years in September, over 10,000 views. I told Rose and Bobby and Father, I've been in this business for 40. I can't get a dozen people to follow me with these videos. So God bless his father, Frank's Pizzeria, and her family, and brother Tony, and my man Bobby Wright's been down here from Wright Automotive. But tell everybody about this amazing, young, energetic priest that you have here.
So holding the camera is our young, energetic Father Mike. And come on down, folks. If you're looking for a fun mass, you need to come down to St. Luke the Evangelist Parish here in Ambridge. We're rocking this, man. We just love it. We have great music. We have great fun. We have great food. We are concentrating right now on this fish fry. That's one of our major fundraisers. And we have wonderful fish, sides. You get a free dessert. You're not going to go anywhere and get a free dessert. Dine in only.
Well, you have to tell them, too, that everything is homemade. We make our own breading for our fish. Homemade mac and cheese that her and her crew made yesterday. Homemade halushki. Homemade desserts that our volunteers graciously donate to the parish. Homemade coleslaw. So you can't get a fresher meal than you're getting here.
And coming up Palm Sunday weekend, a giant bake sale. So listen, always take care of the parishioners. But let's talk about our faith. The bishop grew up in this town. He was an only child, great memories, loved his family, the church. My daughter's first confession many years ago, before her first Holy Communion, she'll be 22 this summer, was right here. And I think Father O'Connor was actually the priest at the time. Father Burke has been here. Just about growing up Catholic and these get-togethers and why they're so significant. And let me just say this, the reason why this part of this great name, and now that this merger has taken place, is because of people like Rose and Bobby and others who are still every day so passionate about their faith, and Debbie over there that won't let us show her face. All I know is this is what makes me want to get up every day and just get out in this community. But growing up Catholic, what did it mean to you?
Growing up Catholic was part of my life. I was raised Catholic, and I had the luxury of walking down to Christ the King. I was the former Christ the King, raised in Ambridge. And it's funny about the bishop. When I was growing up, well, I think I was, at that time we were teenagers now, when he became, our Father Farina was on his way out, and Bishop David, or Father David at that time, was the priest there, and this is a cute story. I sing, and I was at Mass with him one day, and he walked in, Father David, just dressed as impeccable as he does.
Right.
Right? Is he not? He's just sharp.
He does.
And he had cufflinks, and I said, you know, Father David, one of these days you're going to be the bishop. And he looked at me and goes, I don't know, Rosie. I think this is like 1979. So he goes, I don't know about that, Rosie. And he goes, why do you think that? I said, because those cufflinks are really sharp.
It worked.
It worked. It's all about the cufflinks.
Listen, another great day in Ambridge connected to my Catholic faith. Many, many years ago, when I was going one of those roller coaster periods in my life, my dear friend Frank Strano and I went and got ashes and actually went to confession, obviously not in the same confessional, but it really was one of the most inspirational days of my life. And still to this day, when I drive by that beautiful Do It Best hardware store on Ohio River Boulevard, I think of Frank and our friendship and what he means to me. And obviously this community and my faith. And Joe Dentisi from Coons Market, who we love, they got those haddock fish sandwiches right now over in Hopewell for those of you in Beaver County. Joe is such a fan of the faith as well. The bishop comes to our Seven Fishes show every year to celebrate the feast of the, well, familia, those seven fishes. I know one thing. You could live anywhere else in the world and maybe have a whole lot more, but having my faith and having this community and having people like Rose and Father Mike and Debbie and, of course, Bobby and his family, I'm the richest man in town. remind the folks how this is happening and how long it's going on and how do they get down here. Go.
So we have 2 weeks left with our fish fry, and we also have a bake sale on Palm Sunday. And stay tuned, folks. You know, you've heard this before. We put on the best festival in Beaver County.
Yep.
Stay tuned. The entertainment's lined up. The food is lined up. We are on our way. Don't forget about Labor Day weekend, right, Bob?
Labor Day weekend, 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got Johnny Angels back again after a 3-year absence. He's back with us. Cavaliers,
Casanova, Beaver County's finest, Casanova.
So we're going to be rocking. We're going to reposition the tent this year. More room for people, more room for food, more room for gathering. So it's going to be a fun time.
Look for us. Stay tuned.
Last thing, Kenny and Bobby Wright, their sponsorship for the Field House, the home of that legendary 67 Wysick Ambridge basketball team. The last thing about Bobby Wright, Buick, GMC, Chevy, I'm very humbled always being able to call him a friend, that if you live here, support him and that dealership because they support us. Until later, it's your Pratt Pack. Have a great rest of your day, and remember, this is the place. You get 2 for the price of 1. Have a great night.